They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Falcons will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio State's offense has the ball first today. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here we go. Here's the handoff. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They started finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. He's got 50 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one. Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play, the third play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up, and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost. See it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Turning on the Jets. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll run it from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Going in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
The easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Running back searching for a hole. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late, and as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Got his man! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He leaves it with his back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. He'll keep it himself. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. And some room to work. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To throw, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Grabbed in the middle, it's LeBlanc. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. This one's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up into 26 with the 1st down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the win.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Second down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. To the ground with the back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BG! The Ohio State offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll go right back to it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Wide open spaces. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
But I love when an offense stays on schedule and makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Tries to get it on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Give to the running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
this guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. It's a running room. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Barkley. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner goes down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's going to fire deep. Gets it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.